Coming up, Harry Potter lives on. Fans are keeping the phenomenon alive through a sometimes brutal sport.
And now, bewitching brooms. As Hollywood prepares to say goodbye to Harry Potter after the last movie in the series, fans of the Good Wizard are keeping the culture alive. A new sport inspired by the witches and wizards of Hogwarts is sweeping through colleges and communities across the country. Vineeth Thomas has the story.
Brooms up, and we're off at another exciting game of Quidditch.
Quidditch, Harry Potter's favorite game, has left the field of fantasy and is now the most fiercely competitive fictional game in the real world.
It's wonderful. I think it's a great way for people to celebrate the sport and to celebrate the books, which are a huge part of our lives.
The sport is another sign that the Harry Potter phenomenon is finding new ways to stretch its legs and legacy. Harry Potter has conjured up a genre of music, meetup groups, charity organizations, and now the International Quidditch Association.
Someone had to come up with the idea first. If someone had wrote the idea for baseball on a book and baseball wasn't a real sport and then someone decided to play it, it's the same deal. I mean, of course we're not going to actually be able to fly.
So how do you play Quidditch with feet planted on the ground? The game is a cross between basketball, dodgeball and rugby with 7 players on each team. Except everyone holds a broom between his legs during gameplay.
I've been playing football and lacrosse my entire life, and I can honestly say that this is so much more fun than both of them. 3
chasers pass a slightly deflated volleyball called the quaffle and score by getting it through one of the 3 hoops on the other end of the field. The game ends when the snitch, a player dressed in yellow, is chased down and a sock with a tennis ball in his shorts is snagged.
Quidditch started 5 years ago on a lazy Sunday afternoon at Middlebury College.
Alex Benepi is at the forefront of the Quidditch movement.
On the first day we played, we didn't even have enough hoops. We used garbage cans.
It's come a long way since then. Quidditch's biggest event, the World Cup, with 46 teams and more than 700 athletes, landed in New York City for 2 days.
We love Harry Potter and we love Quidditch.
Thousands of enthusiasts swarmed the fields, with play going well into the night.
But next thing it'll be professional athletes, and next thing you know you'll be going to see your Quidditch match instead of your American football match. Mark my words.
A community team called the Badassalists represented the New York City Harry Potter meetup group, or the group that shall not be named.
1, 2, 3,
A team of athletes from NYU paved their own way because the college wouldn't.
We are unofficial because NYU won't sponsor us. They don't acknowledge Quidditch as a sport. They think it's imaginary, so they won't acknowledge it.
Quidditch has evolved into a full contact sport that looks nothing like a kid's game. At this year's Cup, there were a number of injuries and players were hauled away in ambulances. The Badassalists were undaunted.
I like the roughness against the other chasers. The physical aspect of it's really appealing.
Everybody encouraged you and supported you. It didn't matter your level of experience, so that was kind of cool.
In the end, Middlebury College, the team that started it all, lifted the World Cup. The tournament was a huge turning point for the sport. Now players believe Quidditch has a future.
Emerson has a coach with a suit and tie. I would love to be that guy, you know? Be like the Vince Lombardi of Quidditch, man.
Recent history shows that even as vampires rise from the dead through hits like Twilight, True Blood, and The Vampire Diaries, superheroes show up on Broadway. Old franchises can have second lives.
It started off with these books, but now it's gotten taken to a level where people coming off the streets or people watching at home can really get an appreciation for the sport and for the game, even if they have really little knowledge in the book.
An appreciation that might be giving a new lease of life to the saga of Harry Potter.
Joining us is Vineeth Thomas. Great piece, Vineeth.
Thank you, Dana.
So it looks like Quidditch is really picking up in New York.
Yes, but it's not just New York. It's Germany, it's the UK, New Zealand, Australia. They're all contacting the International Quidditch Association to find out how to play the game.
And from what we saw in your piece, it looks like the fans are taking it pretty seriously. It's not just a game.
Yeah, it's like an intensely competitive sport. People get injured all the time, and it's a little scary watching it, actually.
So do you have to be a die-hard Harry Potter fan to play it?
At the World Cup, I found that quite a few people were not even big readers of the books. They just wanted to try out a different game.
And Quidditch is not the only way Harry Potter fans are showing their love, right?
Well, yeah, that's true. There's the music inspired by Harry Potter. There are charity organizations which are promoting literacy. And there are the fans who just don't want to say goodbye. So I hope to focus on that in my next piece.
Great. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Thank you.
Thanks. Erica?